Hey, this is Lex the Light, and these are 5 things that I loved about Momocon. The black cosplayers. Like, this pretty much has nothing to do with the organization of Momocon, but I just love how I was able to see black people cosplay their favorite characters. Because a lot of times when I look at anime, I just think, wow, there's really no black people in this anime. And there are like a select few black characters, black anime characters, but you know, there's not really that many. But I saw people cosplaying characters that weren't black, and I was just like, wow, I love black people. I love that they were just like, you know what, I love this character so much that I'm gonna dress up as them even if they're not black. And I was just like, wow, thank you, representation. I even saw somebody dress up as him and Mojo Jojo. It was like a couple. They dressed up as him and Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls, and I was just like, oh, this black couple, I love it. It was so great. I had to get a picture of them and everything. Throughout the entire weekend, Momocon was not short of panels and workshops that you could attend to maybe learn about a different craft, or learn how to create something related to cosplay. They just had so many things that you could do at this convention, which was pretty hard for me because I had to choose like which is the thing that you want to go to the most over these other things. But I would rather have a high selection of things to go to, or a diverse selection of things to go to, than not that many things to choose from. So I thought Momocon really did a good job of like spreading this out and being like, hey, you might not want to go to the history of Magical Girl anime, but you might want to go to this karate class, or you might want to learn how to make an aspect of like cosplay costumes. And if you're not interested in that, we have a podcast thing for you to like attend and learn about. They had screening rooms that are dedicated to like just watching anime throughout the whole weekend. They had overnight anime. Just like if you didn't want to go to a panel or you just wanted to sit down, watch some anime, you could go to a room and like watch them. I discovered a lot of different anime that I've never seen before, and I was just like, wow, I'm really behind on my anime. Like, I don't watch as much as I used to, and here it's like all this different anime is coming at me and I want to watch all of them. So I was just writing down all of the anime that I watched that weekend, like Darling in the Franxx. There was something about another planet or on another universe, or like the restaurant in another world, you know, just different stuff. There's like a whole separate section that was just for games. So they had interactive games like Just Dance that you could play, or they had like old school Nintendo games that you could play. Like they had a whole section for it, or even arcade games. They had old school arcade games. They also had like new school arcade games, or like Japanese games. There were games I had never even seen before. I was like, what is this? And I also had like tabletop games. So if you wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons or like board games and stuff, you could do that. So I was like, great, you know. I didn't think they were gonna have all of that down there. So just to see that, I was just like, wow, I was just like amazed. And I was also just like, dang, they're really using up a lot of electricity down here. But yeah, you know, that's not my problem. So I was like, whatever, I just wanna play these games. One thing that absolutely made the Momocon experience like really organized and just helped me with my planning and everything, something that I really loved. It was just like my guide throughout the entire event and entire weekend, was the Momocon app. Like, this app was amazing. It had maps to everything, maps telling me where different rooms were. It also told me the times of different events. I could like favorite an event. Say if I wanted to go to a panel and there was like all these different panels at this time and stuff. Instead of like scrolling through the schedule trying to figure out, okay, which panel did I select, I could just favorite it. Then I would just go to my favorites and I would just look at those times, and that's the only thing I would have to look at, instead of looking through the schedule all the time to figure out things to do. And I was just like, this just made it so much easier. And another thing that I really loved about Momocon that isn't really like an official thing on my list was the price of attending the entire weekend. Okay, I paid $60 for a 4-day pass. $60. 60. It wasn't even 3 digits. It wasn't 100. It was $10 more than 50. It was $60. And with $60, I went Friday, I went Saturday, and I went Sunday. And I had just a most amazing time ever. I hope that other people get a chance to experience Momocon and all the fun things that I got to do there. But yeah, I definitely want to go next year. But yeah, this is Lexa Light signing off, or flying away. I don't know, it's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.